Hey, what's that sound? It's Secret Handshake. Tune in now. We're giddy on up and giddy on out. Hurry up and hang out with us now. It's Secret Handshake. Secret Handshake. Secret Handshake. And we're gonna write a book. Yeah!
Oh dear. Second time recently that I've just completely blown our intro.
I love it.
Just completely
Well, honestly,
blown
it feels good
It's
to
so
have the
good.
pressure taken off of me for like two times only.
You always
I
kill the
completely
intro.
blew
you do
it. I
such a
feel.
good.
You know what? Let's take it again. Here we go. Take it
All
back.
right.
Ready?
Hey, it's Secret Handshake, Secret Handshake, Secret Handshake, and we're doing the intro again. Yeehaw!
Secret Handshake. We have never made a mistake. Everything we do on this show is perfect.
We're
Yeah.
perfect.
It's
we're
very
scripted,
easy.
We're
And
killing
it's fully,
it.
and everything that we do is intentional.
It's easy
Yes.
and it's on purpose.
and that's
Everything's
what I
great.
love. I love.
It's like we've
Our sound is good. There's no worries there.
Hey!
I think. Let me know in chat if that's not true.
I love that.
Well,
Well,
we've rehearsed so much that it feels.
we've
so, like,
rehearsed
off
so much.
the
I
top,
can't believe
baby.
that we're even awake right now with the rehearsals that we've
the
been
rehearsal
doing.
schedule. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Speak for yourself. I
I
slept
do-
through that line in rehearsal, and I'll sleep through it again.
Okay. Well, we've got so much to do.
Yeah, should we say our names?
Sure.
No.
What's up? I'm Cassianie. I'm the band and one half of Team Chaos.
What's up? I'm Jerry. I'm here.
And I'm Harper. I'm the producer, I guess. Is that what we do now? I don't even know.
Yeah, sure.
We
It's
all
like-
give ourselves roles.
I
We're just all
love-
hosts, is what we said
I
for a long
love
time.
like a nonsense title.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm the chef.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't
I
have
don't
a
know,
follow-up
yeah,
for that.
you know,
There's a
I
little
don't-
mouse on my head that controls everything.
Yeah, but that's just your brain.
Yeah. My brain is a little mouse. Yes, and of course, in the comments, you've just seen a comment if you're joining us for our live
Hi.
chat, is our correspondent at large, Nick Sanchez.
Hashtag Team Chouse.
Representing
love-
Team Chaos.
I love hashtag Team Chouse.
I've heard rumors. I've heard on the streets from my network of other mice that there was.
I don't like gossip.
Well, yeah, I know you're lying, and so
It's just been a full hour and a half gossiping, like literally right before you started the show.
yeah, very much right before we started.
It was about you.
I heard Team Chaos is taking over the show in less than a month,
I can't
No.
confirm or deny that, but I can say that that's true.
or maybe in approximately a month. I actually don't know, and I haven't looked at the schedule exactly, and nor have we confirmed it in any way.
I mean, as we said before,
Oh, we've already rehearsed it 8 times.
yeah,
well,
the rehearsal
keep
schedule is
kayfabe,
still.
friends. Don't let them know we've rehearsed it so much. The Chaos episode is one that I've heard is being planned, and I've heard. Let me describe 2 elements that I've heard may be involved in the Chaos episode. 2 elements: water and fire.
Farts.
Okay, maybe farts. An element.
Air.
Air. Perfect. There we go. Perfect. So let's get down to earth, everybody, and talk about what we're doing this week.
Okay.
Clink. I was trying to rip the label off of I've got a drink here, but I don't like to give them the. Okay, whatever. It's not worth
Unlike
it.
me.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
I want to
We've
try
got
the lab.
we've got such an exciting plan for tonight as well.
I'm very excited for tonight's show. I feel like it's going to lend itself to creating something just absolutely extraordinary.
I'm really excited. I am so excited to start raking in that money.
I'm trying
cash.
to rake in those cold coins.
Yeah, we
Yes.
do want money, of course.
Should we say what we're doing? I already said it sort of in the intro. We're writing a book.
We're
I'll
writing
just say
a
it.
book!
I'll just say we're writing a book.
Well,
Oh my
and
god, finally my lit degree!
Finally.
it is true. That'll finally come in handy. But the other thing I was going to say, maybe we shouldn't overpromise that we're actually going to write a book.
Every comma, every
we're writing.
space, every little
What's going on? Are we good?
illustration.
You know it loves to fall in a little.
Okay, yeah. It seems like it's fine. It seems
Okay.
like it's fine. We're just going to try to at least get a pitch together. I think that's, and who knows, maybe we'll go beyond that. But at
Yeah.
least put a pitch together.
Yeah. Life's a pitch.
Life's
And I'm
a
going to
bitch.
throw it.
And then you die, right?
So at first we thought, should we write the 1,000-page sort of like interactive autobiography that we've been talking about for years. It's been years in the making, but we decided to save that for a later episode. And tonight we're going to tackle children's book.
We're going to tackle a child.
We're gonna hit a kid.
Oh my god.
Could you see me not wanting to even say it? It was, honestly, this is the one thing we haven't rehearsed. I got it so smooth every time in rehearsal, and then I just...
You hesitated.
To save
Not
it.
when I hit a kid, but when I said it.
Yeah. I feel like we're getting
Don't
banned.
hit your
The
children.
slap part 2 over
Don't
here.
hit your
Jerry's
children.
Milo Ventimiglia.
Don't hit your children.
Don't hit kids ever.
Please don't hit
Don't
them.
hit anyone's children, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to specify.
Hey, if it's somebody else's kid, you're in the clear. No, that's obviously not true. And also, this continues to not be a show for children,
Please.
despite the video
log
games
off.
that we play and the
And the
places.
sheer number of children's books I'm going to show off tonight.
Yeah, you've got a
Oh, yeah.
pile of books for
Yeah.
children here at my feet.
Yeah.
I stacked up, not for this, but because I'm a good aunt.
Jerry is the aunt that I wish I had. Sorry to my aunts.
Yeah, just sort of, if you just take your shirt and sort of do like a,
And then just take it off.
See how it does it?
well, yeah, but you
The thing is, Nick is coming back, and I have to continue to get
you
the most
playing
out
with
of
it
my
is making
chaotic
it,
element.
is making it worse, is what I would say.
I would agree with you, but it's sort of like, what do I do?
Okay, yeah.
Can you hear my earring?
I don't know. You know, I don't know that you can. It's
Wait.
probably going to depend on people's levels at home.
Can you hear the ocean in there?
Yeah, when you bump the mic with it, we can hear it. Yeah, absolutely heard that one.
Wait, I want to talk about like how we're writing. So
Oh my
We've
God.
been doing this show for so long. I can't express how wild it is that these two still have no idea how to wear a mic. Still have no idea, and we do it every week. And this is a show we do every week, and it's for like a year or something
It's
that we've been
hard.
using. We haven't been using these mics for a year,
Mics are
but
difficult.
it's fully fallen inside now. Yeah,
does it sound bad though?
I mean, it would sound better if it hadn't, but it's fine.
We love
So-
microphones.
Frick, frackin' annoying.
Yeah, but when you stretch out your collar, that's really the issue, you see.
Where can I put this? What if I did like?
Put it on your earring. No, that's a bad idea. Harper
What if
won't
I just
like
did
that.
that?
It's gonna be so floppy, but it's probably fine. Yeah.
I think this is the best thing that I've ever done for myself.
Congratulations,
I
and
love
I'm
it.
so glad that you're participating in self-care. You know.
It's just for me, only for me, and if it helps anyone else, then I don't want to do it.
Well, that's how it is.
And that's how I feel.
Great.
That's how I act.
We have like a whole plan
money
for
where your
how
mouth is.
we're going to
Yeah.
come up with this pitch, because have we written it already?
No.
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 We don't have an idea yet.
No, we don't have an idea.
We're gonna sort of work on developing an idea right here on the stream. And
This
the way,
was not rehearsed,
no,
actually.
we truly don't know what's gonna happen in this children's book pitch. So we're gonna be doing that in classic Secret Handshake style with a
Mash board.
with a mash board.
Mash!
I wanted to let Cassiany say it because it's normally
Cassiany
your sort of
special.
domain.
It has been my segment for as long as it's been on the show, which sort of predates history, but I'm not going to get into that. But I'm very excited. Harper has set up this incredible sort of
Digital,
technology.
yeah, sort of mash.
Which
setup.
wild that we haven't had it before, I will say.
Why?
don't know.
It's hard to do.
I didn't even know this existed in the world.
Things
okay?
are hard to do, but we've all come together to come up with ideas for this mash
Yes.
board.
Yeah.
Now, right off the bat, I know we should probably say that you might know MASH as standing for
Mansion,
apartment,
shack, house.
right, but we're not going to be doing that, of course, because
Absolutely
those
not.
are sort of that's not a necessary thing
No.
for a children's book. So we're going to instead use MASH to determine our genre here.
I love to yell tonight.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
so
now Cassini,
sorry.
if you could just not hold that there so that I can actually operate
Yeah.
the stream real quick.
I'm actually like extremely nervous about if I'm going to be able to use this.
You're gonna do
properly.
so good.
You're good to go. We didn't give you any chance to
You're
practice
gonna do
this at all.
So good. Welcome
Can
to the
I just
chat,
put
by the
my
way.
pen
Mwah.
down, like
Now-
anywhere?
Yes, but it's when you.
But do I have to move the mouse?
Yeah, you need to move it to the area that is the white
If I
space
touch,
on the screen.
Will it?
Mark, yes, it will.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Should have given
Yeah.
you an opportunity to practice with this. Should have
Can
given
I
you.
move it with just my finger at
No,
first?
you have to use the
No,
little
you have to
tipsy
use
ipsy.
it's a pen. It works just like writing on a
Okay.
pen. Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
I see where it is now.
And here, look, I'll just go ahead and.
Erase that.
Well, I can't while
Here,
you're
pick your
holding
little
it
thingy
down.
up. But just remember.
Oh, I
where
can't
you
do it
need
at
to
all
be.
anyway. But that doesn't matter. That's fine. We got a mark on there. Who cares?
That's
what
that's very
that's what we're
children's
looking
booky.
for.
That's very
There you go.
Harold and the Purple Crayon, which our children's book will not be. I don't actually. I never actually read Harold and the Purple Crayon, so I don't know if that's true.
Where did it go? Okay, I see.
It's just So, oh god. Okay, so that's gonna be a problem. You can't do that. Ah,
my
boy,
God,
oh
we
boy.
can do it. We believe
Why
in you.
did we not practice this? Okay, so just
Secret
stay within this
handshake.
area.
We are
Stay within
playing
the-
some MASH.
Why did we do this? Why did I think that this
Can
would?
you have it? Can
so
you take
Jerry,
it back?
so Jerry, just earlier when you were like, "Why haven't we done this yet?" This is why, because apparently it's too
Here,
hard.
I want to try it.
Okay.
Oh, we did it!
Yeah, it's not complicated at all.
We did it. Okay, well, we've practiced. No, we've practiced.
How do you erase though?
So
Can you?
go over there and click on the little eraser.
Where?
On the...
It's 2 down from currently you've got the brush selected, and 2 down from there. On the far left side.
Harper loves to explain things as though
Will
they
you
make
do
total
it?
sense.
I
What do you
Yeah.
mean as though they made you want to oh my god, everyone you've clicked on so many things.
No, I
That's
got
what
it.
I'm
I'm almost
saying.
there. I'm almost there.
Yeah,
actually
it's
quite-
definitely going to let you select that while you've got 3 pop-ups
Oh.
on the screen.
It's hard to use
okay, am I
when
safe
you've never
now?
touched
No,
it before.
close this. Click the indentation thing
This
here.
is-
Just
Okay.
lift your finger. Oh my god. Truly, oh my god. Truly and oh my god. Just pick the pen up and I'll fix everything.
Harper,
You have to pick the pen up because every time you do it,
I'm sorry.
I will say what I did learn. I don't know if you knew this. What I did learn I'll show you when Harper fixes everything. Well, in a minute.
This is thanks saying this is off to a great start. Hey Jill. Yeah, this is just absolutely a disaster. Absolutely.
Well, we never said that we were authors yet.
No, we
Well,
are.
we kind of in a way
Here,
did.
I need this.
Okay, here we go. Everything
Okay,
is
so
gonna
what
be
I learned-
great.
What did you
Team,
learn? I don't want
Is
to
that
write.
Don't
if you,
touch
no,
it
if
yet.
you float it without touching it. you
Wait,
can
hang
move-
on.
No,
You-
that's Harper.
Yeah, that's because I'm. Because you have to let me. Okay,
We
Okay.
are writing a book.
now you can do it.
Okay, but
Okay,
if
I
you float
fixed
it-
everything
if
that
you
you all
float it-
messed up.
No, I know that if you float,
Oh,
but it's still.
hard. I can't do it. Take it.
No, I'm going to give it to Harper.
Harper, you're
Okay.
Harper, you're
Apparently,
writing.
I'll be doing this tonight, and that's a-okay with me. It's just to demonstrate how easy it is.
Yeah, Harper.
Okay, well,
has practice.
this is your whole thing.
This is your toy.
Hi, this is
This is what you
Harper. Big boy who loves to fart.
Bad Jimmy who loves to fart.
Okay, well, don't bring in Bad Jimmy to this, a character who exists only in the made a secret handshake phone call universe. Yeah, whoops, I did
Populated only by Kirby running on surfaces.
I want to say it is actually Alex in the chat.
Yes, I'm sorry, I said it was Jill, but it's in fact Alex
Hey,
using
Alex.
Jill's computer.
Hey guys.
Hey friends.
All right, so
We got Nick, we
instead
got
of
Alex, we got
mansion,
Nita.
let's jump in. Instead of mansion, apartment, shack, house, we decided that MASH for this game would be changed to basically different genres, right?
Yeah.
So is mystery,
adventure, science fiction, or
slash
horror.
fantasy.
Yes.
No, fantasy.
Science fiction slash fantasy. SFF.
And then H is horror. All right? You guys got that? Because we're not going to say it again.
Oh, not so easy.
Hey!
I made one mistake.
Hard, huh? Wow, that A looks like you didn't know how to write it on that.
Okay, chill out. Okay, so we've each provided one item to go under the various categories
Yes.
here. And have we said what those are going to be yet?
No.
Okay, those are going to be animal,
Moral.
moral or lesson or topic, protagonist, conflict, and setting. Those are going to be the sort of characters there. So let's go ahead and we'll just write out each of those. I am worried that now that I've been honestly a little too harsh on everybody.
So fucking harsh.
I was a little too harsh on everybody, and that is going to come back to bite me now when I have to write very small and sort of write a whole variety of things. So I do
can't
expect
wait.
everyone to sort of, really go in on me, and I think that that'll be fair.
Secret handshake. Harper's eating some crow.
Yeah, I'm going to eat this freaking crow right on out.
It's 2019 and Jerry sings.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So this show is going amazing so far.
It's so good.
Yeah, Bat Jimmy, the kid who likes to fart. Nick is commenting again in the chat here, and that's just a character we made up. That's not a real. That's nothing.
Not
okay.
yet.
Not yet. Okay, let's hear it. Cassini, do you want to go first?
My animal.
Are we doing animals? No, we're doing individual. Okay, good. You do it all.
So my animal, giraffe.
So help me with spelling that.
That's GIRAFFE.
To be honest, I was just not sure if there were. I didn't know. It's one of those things where you get psyched out when you
Yeah.
have to do it.
Yeah,
For
for
someone
sure.
to not know two F's, that feels rude, right?
Well, hey, you're going in on me based on my last name, and that's fair.
It's true.
Let's see, what's next? I've made the pen much too large for this, and also the settings are all messed up because I made it extra long to go. You know what? Actually, here, let's go ahead and unplug this. I gave it an extra long cord so that Cassie and E would be able to use it. I'm realizing now that's not necessary. Would somebody just go ahead and unplug that because I
Yeah.
can't reach it? And
I'll
then,
unplug it.
yeah, and then that way I can just actually use this with the correct settings and it won't be weird.
Can't wait. Are we gonna go through like? So
Let's-
are you gonna get all my answers? Or are we all gonna do animal?
gonna get-
animal,
I think
animal?
we're gonna get all of your answers because we have a video from Nick that is
Oh,
each
that's
of
right.
his. And so that's really the thing
You
that,
gotta do things special for Nick.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna make it tiny giraffe.
Ooh, it's all spooky.
Ooh.
Just shrink that down a little bit.
Get little.
Get little.
We're so fascinated by the basic mechanics of literally.
You know what? It didn't fix my settings, though. I'll say that. I'll say it did not fix my settings, really.
I just learned that this little fella is called. Wait, am I not allowed to say the brand?
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I
It
learned
did
that
mess
it's
up.
pronounced
It still
Wacom.
messed up all my settings.
What is it?
Wacom. The internet told me it's not a Wacom.
Yeah, I always thought it was
Oh.
Wacom, and in fact, it's
Wacom.
Wacom. Is that what?
Wacom Sock'em. At least according to some
Sock'em
people
boppers.
online, and if those people are wrong, it's their fault, not mine.
Yeah.
The next topic is whoa. The next topic is the
Dynamic.
moral or the lesson. The moral of the lesson that I want kids to know is eat the rich.
Hell yeah.
So that's mine for that category. It was between that and God is Dead.
Okay, great. Great. Okay, Nick apparently has sent very long pitches, so that might be a problem, but that's okay. We won't worry about that just yet.
My protagonist. So is this like? I wrote it like, who is it?
Mm-hmm.
Mine is an 8-year-old girl who's cool as shit.
Hell yeah.
So cool child. Yeah, cool 8-year-old.
Perfect. Cool 8-year-old. Okay.
The conflict is that she's getting bullied. Just a classic sort of,
Love it.
bully.
There's no way we're gonna have space for this. I've regret my whole life. Okay, and the whatever the one thing
The
is.
setting is Montessori school.
Alex in the chat is suggesting that we acronym all of our long pitches. I am afraid of that, and I don't think that it will.
I'm also afraid of it, but it does
It could
also
be
seem
good.
kind of like a good idea.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how long they get. We'll work on summarizing things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Jerry, do you want to add
Sure, I'll do mine next.
yours in?
My animal is a centipede. This weekend I'll be spending time with a 4-year-old girl whose favorite animal is the centipede.
She seems cool.
My moral is some gay shit.
Oh my god, love that. Let me get a hit of that gay shit.
Okay.
My protagonist is a balloon animal.
Okay, Clink. This is so good. I'd read that book.
The conflict is there's just too much cute.
Happy.
Not too cute, too much cute. I don't know what the distinction is, but I do know it's there.
Okay.
Too cute.
And the setting is a scrapyard.
Scrapyard.
Where you'd find all these characters.
Okay, great.
In
Let me
this
see.
predicament.
And then we have to add in mine because I don't remember what they were off the top of my head. Okay, so for me, I said an animal. I said an otter.
Oh!
Cute.
Hold hands. That's what I think of.
Mm-hmm.
Otters
Have
are
a rock
great.
in your belly button.
They're
Hold
like
a
this.
rock. The moral I wrote, it's not scary to leave your apartment. Something I could learn.
There is life. Whatever.
Yeah, Nina's gonna do a freaking Avenue Q song.
Sorry. Yeah, leave your apt.
Okay, my protagonist, I remember that I wrote robot.
Ooh! A robot who's afraid of the outside world.
Yes, okay, what was the conflict? Oh, stolen bike, I wrote for conflict.
Oh!
Stolen bike.
Well, that wouldn't be a problem for a robot who doesn't. Whatever, it's fine.
Well, because they don't go together. We're gonna mash it all together.
Yeah.
I'm
Did you plan on making yours all one book?
I wanted it. Yeah.
Oh, you want to win.
You're hoping to win this, not so
Well,
much
it
a
is
competition. Okay,
is a competition.
and for my setting, I wrote an antique store.
Oh,
Cute.
I love that.
Although I do like the idea that any one of ours could be like.
Yeah.
One of us could
I like
win.
to think that obviously the Eat the Rich and the giraffe, does that really go together? Yes. But I just like to think of it as individual stories that then we're going to all sort of mix together. Sort of like one of those movies where there's a million different plots and they all come together. They all, you know what I'm saying?
Like a Cloud Atlas sort of thing, or
Yeah,
like a Love Actually.
Yeah, like a Love Actually. Like it's sort of that. Horror.
We got 2 R's in there?
Yeah.
I feel like a chump with these double letters.
You
Spelling
love
is nothing.
To
It's fine.
spell.
The thing about spelling is I can't do it when I'm being observed, you know? I can do it otherwise, but not when I'm being, observed. Okay, so these are all of ours, but we, of course, have had some others added in by our friend Nick Sanchez, our
Absolutely.
correspondent at large. I realize also our video is covering up a lot of these. So we're going to go over to that video from Nick, and I may also try to fix some of this up a little bit while we see that. But let's take a look at what Nick has to add to that right now.
Woo.
Folks, Nick Sanchez here with Secret Handshake, bringing you my elements for our children's story pitch that we are creating today. First things first, the setting. Where does this story take place? I'm going to choose a delightful little bed and breakfast off of I-95. Nothing too fancy, just like a very classic, romantic weekend getaway with a partner. My protagonist is a character called Plessy, a massive cast iron skillet. I don't think that needs any more explanation. The moral that I have chosen, if somebody says smell this, don't smell it. Conflict. The conflict I have chosen, our hero, perhaps a cast iron skillet that I mentioned before, must save the holiday corgi parade after Mincemeat Malcolm, the evil Mincemeat Malcolm, mind you, has stolen all the corgis and is holding them hostage. And of course, the animal I'm choosing is a rhino.
All right.
I feel like what we have here is like, you know when you watch like an improv scene where you get one word or you get like a story for someone to act out?
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say here.
Oh, here. Sorry. Let's go over to...
Rhino is a good animal.
this
Rhino
again.
is a good animal. Good job, Harper.
I didn't say rhino.
No, good job at adjusting the smash button.
Oh, I adjusted
Yeah.
just a little bit. This. Oh boy. That's well. Look, I just drew a B there. Just drew a B for some reason.
Did you not want to be?
The protagonist is Plessy,
Plessy.
a
for
massive
breakfast.
gas skillet.
What is that one? That's the. Wait, the
The
skillet.
conflict-
Okay.
The conflict is the hero must save the holiday corgi parade after Mincemeat Malcolm holds the dogs hostage. Now,
Corgi parade?
even me
Corgi.
reading it and saying it aloud, I still don't know what's going on. But I love how it
You
makes
have to
me
save
feel.
the Corgi parade after Mincemeat Malcolm holds the hostage.
Okay, I got it. Mincemeat sort of took me away for a second.
Okay. What was the animal?
Rhino.
A good animal.
Rhino.
And what was the moral?
If someone says smell this, don't smell it. Great advice.
I believe
Love.
that's Nick's dad's advice to him. I believe I've heard him say before. Okay, let's see if we can kind of clean this
Whoa.
up just a tiny bit, just the teensest bit, so that they're
Truly
not.
doing good work that none of us would have been even close to
Yeah, there was
capable
no
of.
way in hell that I would have been able to.
Well, I didn't anticipate how much of a mess this would be going in, to be honest. I did a bad job.
Honestly, it kind of makes me feel good that you'd have the faith in me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did have faith.
That's so
for
nice.
You'll
some-
know there was no faith for me.
I had no faith in myself. But hopefully this children's book will, give me a little self-confidence.
That's not one of the morals we've selected.
Shrink
That
this down a
is
little.
not
This
a
would be,
choice.
of course, easier
Wait.
if my settings had not been messed up, but sometimes things happen. Okay, so
We
great.
rehearsed all of these things.
Folks, we are just just barely a half hour into the stream when we're ready to do the first part, which is actually mash things out, right?
Well, we take a break? Should we do
a
some
mash?
tent?
Should we do a reggae seggy?
Oh boy, should we
What do you
just go into a reggae seggy? I guess that we could. I guess we certainly could. Why not? Why
Well,
not?
I just want to go ahead and say that this is a segment that we do every single week. This is it's what we call a regular segment. A reggae seggy.
This is
It's a segment that we do every single Wednesday around 10 p.m. and where we talk about lots of different sort of like
This is a
movies,
regular segment. This is a segment we do
television,
every
books,
single week. We
radio
talk about
songs,
the
pop
songs,
songs,
the
top charts.
television.
We're talking about books. We're talking about pod.
Folks, this is a segment we do every single week. It's a segment we do every single week where we talk about the media, the pop culture, the music, the movies, the TV shows, anything in between. But we talk about the stuff. It's a segment that we call Pitch a Tent, where we pitch the content that we've experienced throughout the week. My piece of content is a film that I was just browsing around the internet. So it was like 3, 4 a.m. I couldn't sleep. My sleep schedule right now is garbage. So I was, online, and somebody mentioned a film called Doctor Strangelove. And I was like, I've heard of that movie. I don't know anything about it. I know it's in black and white, and I know that I think it's a horror film, probably because it's in black and white. Turns out it's not. First of all, anyone can watch it at any time. It's archived in the Library of Congress, so if you go to archive.org, you can watch it for free. There's lots of classic movies that you can watch for free at archive.org. I didn't know that until this week. Doctor Strangelove, yes. It's not a horror movie. It's like a comedy about total nuclear annihilation. It's very good. I liked watching it a lot. It has 5 of the best comedic performances maybe of all time, 3 of which are Peter Sellers playing 3 different characters, and 2 of which are George C. Scott playing 1 character. He's that good that I think it takes up 2 spots on the list of all-time great comedic performances. He's very, very good in it. Peter Sellers is very, very good in it. There's only 1 woman in the movie, and her role in it is very cliched, which is certainly a mark against this film. The film is sort of critiquing sort of macho logic or lack thereof, and that sort of sensibility, but you can critique that without making all of your characters idiot men. Like, you can have women in it. Come on, Kubrick. And there's also one of Peter Sellers' character is like a German scientist from World War II, which some of the jokes they make do not age well in terms of our current political landscape, which I was like, oh, this is a bit of a bummer, laughing at this character. But, you know, other than that, it's a really funny movie. A lot of great comedic performances. That was my experience watching Doctor Strangelove. It's not a horror film. Don't get scared. It's in black and white, but maybe don't watch it in the middle of the night because you might be like, eek!
All right, great from Nick having watched that movie.
I think every black and white movie is a horror film.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm afraid of the past, but also.
Well, bad news about the past and the present. It's not as better as you'd hope.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I've seen that movie, but boy, was it in high school, and I don't really remember it at all.
I've
not
never
seen
seen it.
Rides like a bomb, right?
You're absolutely the type of person who would have seen Doctor Strangelove in high school.
Yeah, that tracks.
Well, I feel weirdly insulted by that. Well, what are you going to do? I did take multiple film studies classes in high school.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, if it wasn't for me doing that, we probably wouldn't be doing this stream today. So I shouldn't have done it.
So sometimes the past is good.
Wow.
And that's what we learned.
Okay.
Some more Emma and Harper are on the same page.
Emma saw it in high school as well.
Yeah,
so
that
there.
tracks for her as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Both nerds.
Mhm.
Both of you big old nerds.
I did.
Nerds rope.
I will say I did talk Harper out of when we were in the bookstore looking for children's books. Harper wanted to get a filmy book for the child, and I said not yet.
It wasn't. I wouldn't call it filmy. It references
It was about
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
It sort of references old Hollywood in a way that's
Maximum
cutesy
Hollywood?
way. But
Okay.
it's more, I would say, poetic, artistic. You know what? It's a book that I liked in my childhood and have
What is it
continued
called?
to enjoy. Max in Hollywood, and you know,
They're 2 and 4 next year. Next year, instead, I bought them this big book full of animals.
Ooh.
and folks, here's Girls Standing in Lawns, a different book by the same author. I don't know why I decided. I was like, I bet I've got something that's Myra Kalman adjacent. Although, yeah. Well, anyway, no love to Daniel Handler on this stream, unfortunately. Let's see. Jerry's got a bunch of books in her hands.
I keep turning it the right way, and I'm wrong every time. Look at this. I got so many children's books. I was doing research, but also I'm gifting things to children. Isn't
I've seen
this
this
beautiful?
I've definitely read
Isn't
this
this
one.
big old book so fun? Don't you want to learn about animals?
There's
I-
animals.
this
There's
is a
a weird
book-
rabbit in here. That purple thing is a
Do you
little
guys
iffy
have
looking.
like memories of like when you look through a children's book when you're little and it's like makes you feel like such a specific way, especially a book where
Yeah.
there's
The
gold.
gold.
I
thought
did
this
not
would
want
be-
to. Nick in the comments is saying I wanted to get a child a copy of Once Upon a
Yeah.
Time in Hollywood, and that's not true. I haven't even seen it.
I felt like this would be. It's so pretty and like it's
They're
a
gonna
big
love it.
picture and it's a fun fact.
Smells like good book.
It's just. I just felt like it would be
Sounds
so
like the Bible.
nice. These are. I'm just as a 10th. I'm just showing you all that I'm a good aunt.
I've read this to a child before.
Have
Should I
you?
do a little reading?
We got the
Oh my
subway
God, so-
book because we take the subway, of
We
course.
take the subway and
We
they've
go
never heard
down
of
to
it.
go uptown, down in the subway.
Well, let's be careful with these books, though. I will say.
don't
Let's-
wanna-
We don't
I
want
am
it to still
gifting
look
them.
new. These are gifts.
Oh, sorry.
I also got this book. As I mentioned, the child's favorite animal is a centipede. So I bought this big book of animals and this big book of bugs. You know which neither thing has? Centipedes.
Yeah. Well, there's a mention of
There's
centipedes.
a mention of a centipede.
But it's,
A
you know.
whisper.
But isn't this a good?
So cute.
All kinds of bugs in that one.
We got bugs. So anyway, what I've
Wait.
learned about children's books is we do rhyming words, we do little staccatos, we do pictures of animals.
Yeah. Check.
And then I got this super fun, super gay book called Maiden and Princess.
Oh my God, Jerry, thank you. Oh,
And it's great. I'm allowed to do this, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's all about the maiden doesn't want to go to the party where she's supposed to fall in love with the prince, even though she's super cool, because she's a cool war hero. They're already friends, her and the prince, but she's like, I don't know, the prince just feels like my brother. And then she goes to the party. She's got this cool dragon friend. I love this dragon. He's so cute. She goes to the party.
How familiar.
This is exactly how I plan on reading the book to the children. And then she doesn't want to be there. She goes outside.
She cries.
She cries. She falls in love with Princess. Princess's parents come outside. They say, so glad one of our kids just fell in love.
Oh my God,
they
they
at
can feel
the
the magic
party,
in the
they
air.
do kiss.
They do kiss.
Goo-goo.
They do kiss.
Now, Alex is asking if there's time to get a Centipede book. And what I'll say is we spend a lot of time looking for a Centipede
Can I
book.
look?
Do you think I bought 4 books?
We actually spent quite a bit of time looking for a Centipede
This
book, and we were
is
unable to
so
find one that
cute.
at all, let alone one that we found satisfactory.
This is truly...
I do plan, I don't know if you looked at the mash board. With any luck, we will write a Centipede book tonight, and then I can give that to the children.
That's true. I guess that's a possibility. Nick
That
Nick has made an excellent comment, and I won't read it out loud so as to not hurt the. I want to do it justice, you know.
I don't get it.
it's a song parody. Nobody's good for this. Okay, well, you know what? We'll just enjoy that a different time.
Okay. But no, I truly, like, I mean, I didn't go, like, online and Google it. I went to the independent bookstore, but it's a very good independent bookstore.
It is, yeah. We like, we could say probably,
Yeah,
we like
Books
Books
of
of
Magic
Magic.
in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I should have let Nini have a chance to look at this beforehand.
Oh, God.
Isn't it so good?
I'm gonna cry on Maine. I'm crying on Maine.
I'm so excited to give it to them and to read it to them.
They're the perfect pair. Oh my God.
It's all in rhyme for some reason. It's
Because
so
it's a
cute.
children's book would be the reason.
She's bashful.
Great
She's
point,
bashful.
great point.
Oh my God.
Anyway, that's my tent. My tent is a bunch of books I bought for kids.
Oh my God. I love it.
I'll let
This
you know how
is
they go
so
over.
cute.
And look, the dragon's big now. That's my favorite part. The little dragon, big now.
Wow. This
they ride
is
the big
so
dragon.
cute.
They ride the big dragon.
Wow. I love it. I love that the sort of like war hero has long hair and the princess has short hair. I'm like, that's cute.
It's great.
It's cute. Yeah,
Nothing
there,
has
you know,
to be
there's a,
anything.
Yeah.
there's a couple of
Anything can be anything.
couple of gay books we looked at, but I think this was the
This was
best
the one. This was the
I liked
one that didn't at any time assume that your parents were going to be bigots.
Yeah. We don't really like it when it's like it's weird.
We don't want to
Yeah.
introduce children to homophobia.
Right. It seems like an unnecessary aspect.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll hear about it.
Right.
I'm certain. You have some music this week.
I've got some music this week. Well, last week I saw Snail Mail in concert. It was amazing. She's so good live. Sasami opened for her, which I saw her open for Mitski last year. And I didn't know that she was going to be opening for Snail Mail, so it was just a delectable treat. She's so excellent live. Her self-titled album, Sasami, is so good. I highly recommend it. I love Snail Mail. I love her EP, and I love her album, Lush. It was so great. Duster also played. Do you know Duster?
I know.
I don't think so.
This is the name I've heard.
I was fully asleep during their set. I think that was the reason that there were so many, like, cis-het white men present. Because they're sort of like an older band, and it was sort of like, ging gong, ging gong, ging gong, ging gong, and then it was like, and everyone was like, and I was like, I'm actually asleep right now. And I was sad because I was like, maybe if I heard this band like out of context, it would definitely be the sort of thing that I'm into. But in the circumstances that I was in, I was not on board. It was boring and I didn't care. But that was great. And then the other album that I want to talk about, or the other artist I want to talk about, is an artist named Hatchie, which I heard about Hatchie because I knew that she opened for Girlpool earlier this year.
Okay.
But she is an Australian pop singer, and she's sort of like shoegaze genre. She sounds like if the Cocteau Twins and the Cranberries like had a little musical baby together. But it's like not as
Do people
sad.
say shoe gaze? Do you understand what I'm?
No.
Like shoe, like gaze?
No.
Like gaze.
Like we'd be.
Yeah, that's
Like
what yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, they don't. Wait, what do you mean? Are you
As-
doing a joke?
Yeah, as opposed to shoegaze.
Like queer shoegaze.
Oh, shoegaze. Yeah, I hear it now. I don't know if it's reading, but I'm having an off night. So nothing I'm saying is
It's
really
not
landing.
reading. It's not reading.
I'm
You're
sorry.
Nothing's
I'm
going on
sorry.
with it. No, it's not. It's literally I'm having an off
My
night.
joke was hardly a joke, so it's like super wasn't worth it.
You did
Anyways,
spend a long time on it though.
she has an EP called Sugar and Spice from 2018 that is so good. It sort of sounds like what you'd want to have your like Mary-Kate and Ashley shopping montage music be.
Okay.
And she also has an album that came out in 2019 called Keepsake. I've been listening to her nonstop. I think I had heard like a few songs a while ago, but I was just like, okay. But now it's sort of like hitting me in a way, and
Yeah.
it's very good. She's great.
I did pull it up
She's super hot too.
after our conversation last night. I pulled it up to listen to today on my commute, and then I forgot my headphones.
Oh
Ah, it's rough.
no! That is rough because then what do you? I'm like, I just have to listen to
I've been reading Vanity Fair.
the sounds around. Anytime I don't have headphones and I'm on the train, I'm like, wow, I'm truly in the moment. Like I'm present.
I don't want to be present
And I
on
don't
the
want to
subway.
be.
No one on the subway wants me to be present on the subway. That's
No.
not what we're all here for.
Yeah, that's true.
We go down to not talk to anybody.
Don't talk
Keep
to
your
me.
head down.
Nice.
That's how I plan on reading this book to the child.
The other thing I wanted to talk about is that I think I might start watching Gossip Girl.
Oh, okay.
I watched the first episode of Gossip Girl, and it's sort of like, like it's in New York, which I love.
Steps to the Met.
It's fun.
Steps to the Met.
Fun when you can find, like, you're like, I've been there.
Yeah, I literally, it's like, I almost reach climax every time I know where that is.
Mhm.
I love that in a show.
Mhm.
And it's like very drama. It's very like kind of scary. The problem is that there's a character who's like so bad, like
Yeah.
rapey bad,
Ooh.
like from the jump,
Like Ep 1.
like episode 1.
And
that
then
I'm
are we
like,
supposed to like that character moving forward
he's
in
like
the future,
in
probably?
it. He's like in it, and I'm like, well, I want.
That's the
him
problem when there's
dead,
like 5
though.
or 6 seasons of some show. It's
Yeah.
then there's supposed to be like redemption arc for characters, and I'm like, I hate them still.
I'm like, no. So I might start watching that. Might come back with.
Further
How-
takes.
I have one question so far. How are the clothes in the show? Because it's a show I never like watched or ever even saw necessarily, but I remember always hearing like, oh, it was a style icon, like, oh, it was a blah 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 blah. But now anytime I look at pictures of the clothes from the show, I'm like, what is happening?
I mean, it's like early 2000s fashion was just truly a lawless time. Like it was
Yeah.
like, it was really like, we fully want you to wear a dress with bootcut jeans underneath.
That is true. That's
And
bad.
I would like put that on with my like 3-inch like foam flip flops, and I was like, I look fucking amazing.
It'll come back though, right? Like
I
that's the
already
thing.
do.
In 2 years, you're gonna look like that on this stream.
Yeah, no, it is very much already making the rounds. It's been making the rounds.
Yeah.
I will say it did.
2 years, maybe too long.
It
an
did,
estimate.
like a year or so ago, it did, like, a version of that did the rounds, like,
Yeah.
among the people who were like, I'm meh.
Yeah.
It hasn't filtered down again yet, and I think that might be because it's not going to catch because trends don't exist anymore.
Interesting. Interesting.
Interesting take.
Yeah.
Love
That
that
is
take.
not a hot take.
Oh.
That is. No, I'm so sorry. That is. I think that's like the generally accepted like fashion take is that trends as we once knew them don't exist.
Sure, that makes sense.
Because things aren't being handed down from the top. Everything is so much more grassroots, and we have access to every century. And by century, I do mean decade.
Yeah. Yeah, so the clothes in it, I honestly don't remember from just even watching it a few days ago. None of the clothes are sticking out, but I know that they're, because they go to boarding school or something.
Right, they're like semi in uniform, so it gets like an extra costumey element.
Or no, I know it's bad. It's bad. They're bad. They're early 2000s, bad, good. You know, it's like skirts that are essentially Band-Aids. It's like everything's very low waist. Remember that?
Not
low
for
rise.
these hips.
I'm like,
No, all the way
Wear a
up.
low rise jean.
All the way up, please.
I want it to be.
I truly want my pants to become a new, like a bustier. Or like a balconette.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all fairly high-waisted, I think.
Yeah, we're a high waist family.
Yeah.
We are, yeah.
Here at the Secret
We're
Handshake
high
house.
waisted in this
Handshake.
family.
I feel like Nick might throw us off. Nick,
Yeah, it's true.
chime in the chat. You high waisting it? I don't think so.
Yeah, I doubt it. But it's possible, you know. You never know. I think we have to get back to this book.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. I did have content, but let me just make a quick guess here. Did either of you read the article that I sent you?
The
No.
first.
Okay, so let's not even bother then. Let's not even bother with that then.
I read part of it.
Yeah, that's great.
sorry,
Okay,
I'm
that's
sorry.
just fine. Let's.
I'm so sorry. I'm
It's
so sorry.
really fine. It doesn't matter at all. It would take way too long, and it wouldn't be interesting enough to do. So I'm gonna blast us back over here because we should look at this a little more now.
Mash.
We need to do our mash here.
Every mash. Now, is this something we trust Nini to take over?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I don't trust myself.
Yeah, so normally it's a spiral situation. I've dropped my pen.
Here, we have to close our eyes, I think, because it's going to be on the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Or who's calling it? Who's calling it? Neen's calling it.
Neen's calling it. So, okay, so I'm going to draw a spiral and you're going to say to stop?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start now.
Stop.
Okay, and then do I go like down or out or what?
So you go to the tail of
point.
it?
So like 1, 2, 3?
No, you take the tail and go up.
Go
It's fine. Just
up?
Oh, no, you go all the way out.
see where the center.
You go-
Continue the line.
Keep it going. Tail to point.
To the
Oh, whoa. Hey, calm down. Like
Yes.
that. Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
then you do
1,
one-
2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So 5. Okay, great.
So 5 is our number.
5 is our number. So and then we start on the old M?
Yeah, you
Let's
start on
see.
the M.
Starting on the M. Okay. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5.
5.
So
Bye-bye, Drew.
cut.
1, 2, 3, 4,
4,
5. Well, that's a shame. Not gay.
Yeah, that does suck. We can still make it gay. Like
That's true.
That's
That's
still
true.
make it gay.
That doesn't have to be the moral. That can just be an aspect.
Right. 1, 2, 3,
3,
4, 5.
5.
Okay, not gonna be a robot.
Plus, he's still in the running.
Yeah. 1,
Thank God.
2, 3,
3,
4, 5. Okay, thank God we don't have to do that extremely convoluted thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's not gonna be a mystery.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Don't
Dang.
you see how hard it is to count, actually?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Count
Especially
is
because
hard.
we're both being very supportive and counting
1,
with
2,
Harper.
3, 4,
Whereas when you do
5.
it, we're always just sort of fucking off.
It's true. It's
1,
true.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang.
God
We're
damn
really
it.
losing some cool stuff here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that was
Too
That's fine,
cute,
that's fine.
baby.
1. Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
we got one.
So we don't count this anymore.
Right, we're just out of that space.
Yes.
Okay, so I start the count here then?
Yes.
1, 2, 3,
Not so
4,
easy, is it, huh?
5. Okay, so we've got...
So it's a horror.
where everything is too cute. I'm already happy.
Oh, boy.
I can't wait for this centipede starring.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's
Oh,
gonna
right,
be
so
starring Plessy.
The
Oh,
cast
where's
iron
the
pot?
cast iron skill? We'll look at it again.
skillet feels right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's not going to be a centipede.
Boo!
It's the
No, I
rhino.
have to give
Okay.
this to my
2,
niece.
3, 4, 5. Not going to be all of my stuff is crossed out.
Sorry.
1,
Plessy
2,
gang.
3, 4, 5.
I don't think you counted it right. I think it's a centipede.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Interesting.
Sorry.
Is it gonna
1,
be
2,
leave your
3,
apartment
4,
or don't smell it?
5. Okay.
Oh, it's not
Don't
lit.
smell it. We do
So-
have a strong showing from Nick here.
I mean, yeah, kind of a strong. It's kind of a strong Nick presence here.
I'm not.
Yeah, Plessy Twitter is going berserk, says Nick. Which, honestly, I think kind of a retreading of a joke he made about himself on Twitter earlier. But, that's just fine. That's just fine. We won't go too hard on him for that. So we've got, let's look again at the description that Nick sent in about
All of these, honestly, they were so long.
these. Our hero is going to be Plessy, a massive cast iron skillet.
Okay.
That's it. That's all we got on Plessy.
And then, of course, if someone says, smell this, don't smell it.
Yeah.
That's the lesson we want you to take
And
home.
rhino's just rhino.
Yeah, a rhino's a rhino,
Okay, and
All
too
right.
much cute is our conflict. And it's
I love
all
that.
going to take place in a Montessori school. Okay, so these are the things we have. Now what we need is what that
Imagination.
means. Yes. Oh, and it's all a horror. Okay, so I'm already getting started here. Plessy
Okay.
is a giant cast iron skillet. It's a horror. Don't smell what's cooking in a cast iron skillet because you're going to fall in and you're going to get cooked.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Horror. So, where does the rhino come in to Plessy's life?
So the rhino is the big nasty chef. Or the big beautiful chef.
So, does Plessy
This
attend
is
the
different
Montessori
than another color.
school? Is the rhino...
It's the chef
Okay,
at a
wait.
Montessori
Okay,
school
wait, yeah,
populated
the
by
caf-
rich kids.
Okay, the rhino is the lunch lady.
Yeah, and the horror is not that you're eating the rich, but that the rich are eating you.
Whoa.
Ooh.
I feel like a slam poet.
Okay, so
Okay.
don't
So-
smell Plessy.
Plessy has been well seasoned. That's a thing you do with cast iron skillet.
Yes. Now,
do.
also, Nick here is saying Plessy's being forced to cook rhinos, but doesn't want to because they're too cute.
Okay.
but
That's
like,
kind of a nice combination
It is,
of
that
things.
is actually a horror story that might really scare some children.
Right. Well, also rhinos
Maybe
are
it's-
an endangered species.
I was going to say, do we bring in the endangered species sort of angle? Like,
People have been harvesting these rhinos for their horns, and now it's left over. And so Plessy has to feed the rhinos to the Montessori children who go to private school and are therefore rich. I think you'll both agree that anyone who goes to a private school is rich.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean I feel like that's a little bit complicated, but I'm
I'm just sitting
rejecting
here in
that.
my smug public school pants. So.
Yeah. Now, okay. Let's just be transparent here. I went to a Montessori school until I was in 7th grade.
I went to private school till I was in 8th grade.
That said,
Public school, all the way up. OU's public university. So.
True, yeah. You're better than us, we get it.
That is exactly what I wanted to communicate.
No, it's like my time in private school is like the reason why I feel like I owe everybody so much. You know what I mean? Like I can't be passive about it.
That's fair.
I have to be actively like, please roast me, please make fun of me, please, demean me, hurt me, push me down.
See,
like
I get that, and the pivot for me, it's my rich parents who make me feel that way.
Right. See, that is the thing that, like, I don't want to just go ahead and blow up everybody's spot here, but it's an interesting sort of inversion because while it's true that we both went to private school as young children, I also know that we both are in debt from college.
so much.
and some individual here is not. So I mean,
Oh my god.
so it's just sort of
Could
a
it
little
be
reversal
Plessy?
there. Yeah, I think weirdly Plessy is not. So
Anyway,
Plessy's
eat
debt
the
free.
rich.
That's canon. It's canon that
Plessy
Plessy
it
is
is
debt
canon
free.
that Plessy's debt free. God love him, you know.
Financially. But what are the emotional debts that are keeping Plessy tied to this stove?
So my question is like, Plessy is like walking around, right?
I don't know.
Or like, is Plessy
Plessy's a
sentient in the
skillet.
kitchen?
It's a kid's book, so like Plessy might just be a skillet that is moved around by other people, and honestly, maybe that's part of the horror. Is just that there is
Body
no
horror.
It's sort of there's no agency. Plessy doesn't have any agency.
Yeah. that
I
is
think that's
scary.
I will say we do also have a chime in from Nick at the chat.
Any story set in a Montessori school is a horror story. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't. It's one of those things where I've gone forever being like, I think because almost entirely because of the setting, I'm like, was I bullied? You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally with you there.
Yeah.
I've also on many occasions blamed it for your ability to like talk to authority figures.
Ability or inability?
Right,
Okay,
no,
please.
yes.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I listen, I think it probably
excuse me.
did indulge some of my. Are they worse habits? Listen, it's complicated. We can't get into it all here. Yeah.
Okay, we love the idea. So Plessy is being forced to cook things in Plessy, specifically rhino.
Also,
It's
my
got a
Montessori
board-
school did not have like a chef or whatever. We had to bring our lunch. Like,
Well, this one does.
We have lunch lady.
yeah. Well, I also clarify. It was just in a house. It was just in like a house. It was
Yeah.
just in a house. There wasn't like a building. It wasn't fancy.
In my private school, there was a Montessori school next to our private school, and we had to share the same playground. The Montessori kids were so meaner than me, for sure. And
Was it the same playground? Did you two meet in
No.
Absolutely
No.
not. No. Very different.
Very different.
I'm aware of the school that was next to where you
Yeah.
were because it was in the same city,
yes,
but my experience was extremely different.
I will say,
Yes, it was in a
to Al, it
house.
was in a house, which we went to a
When-
bookstore
when
in a house
people-
this weekend.
Yes, when people say, like, I have to live with the fact saying, technically, yes, it's true I went to a private school, but it's what you picture versus what it was are so vastly different.
yeah. To me, when Harper talks about his Montessori school, I'm like, he sat on a beanbag. You know, they sort of like.
Or on the floor.
You're like-
There weren't beanbags.
You're on the ground. It's like you're doing a lot of free time.
Yeah.
There's like letters talked about.
Nick is admitting that while this was his suggestion, he does not know what a Montessori
No, it was
school
mine.
is. Oh, okay, perfect.
But
perfect.
should we?
It's just
describe-
sort of you're just sort of self-directed more than there being a class. I'm sure they're all different also.
There
is what I
are,
would
so
imagine.
technically they're not supposed to be. So theoretically there is one way to do Montessori, which is funny.
And I'm sure lots of, but
And when people talk about how things didn't go well in a Montessori school, then someone will say, like, then the people who are big Montessori believers will be like,
well, that
it
wasn't really Montessori. You
Oh.
see,
That's a thing.
no
I've
true
learned.
Montessori.
That's the thing. That's the thing I've learned from spending a weird amount of time on parent Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Not
I
mom
didn't-
Twitter, but parent Twitter. Nicole
And where?
Cliff,
What
mostly.
led you there?
Nicole Cliff.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah, I went to school on the ground. That's true. In many ways, that's true.
Okay.
Okay, so where are we at? There,
All right.
It's taking place in a school that is that was nicer than mine, but not as nice as Cassini's. Where they've got like a lunch situation. Their lunch is being prepared for them, but it is being prepared in a skillet, like which
Yeah.
I also don't think exists today.
I'm a
Or okay, maybe it needs to be much nicer. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe it needs to be much nicer because I don't see school lunches being prepared.
In a cast iron skillet. No.
Well, if
fucking
it was
way.
one house, you could do it in a cast iron skillet. But it's we've established it's a massive cast iron skillet. That is one thing
Who
where
attends the Montessori school? Human children?
Rhino children.
Or it's a school
that's why
for
we're
rhinos.
cooking. That's why we're cooking the rhinos.
Okay. Wait.
No, who are the?
Montessorino.
Are they like? Is it going to be like a class war in our children's book? Is it like
It's
rhinos and elephants? Is this a subset of the Babar universe?
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so maybe Babar is the villain because he married his cousin.
Babar's always been the villain. He's a king.
Yeah, you're
Married his cousin.
You're right.
Babar been the villain.
Yeah, you're right. I think there might also be some other weird stuff in Babar that I'm just not remembering.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
okay.
are the rhinos being cooked or are the rhinos eating from plastic?
Maybe both. Maybe
Well,
both.
that seems...
Maybe it's forced cannibalism.
Maybe it's a
And that's the
Jonathan
horror.
Swift situation.
But I thought the horror was already that just we're in a Montessori school at all. Or that there's a sentient cast iron skillet. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm really
Okay,
in the
I think
workshop.
Ascension Cast Iron Skillet definitely does not constitute as horror in and of itself.
No, not in and of itself.
Okay. We can all agree on that.
Now, I am starting to feel that there's going to need to be some picture book elements to this because we didn't decide
yes.
about the length or format of this. But
My-
I want to see a drawing of that skillet.
I want to see the big skillet, and I honestly want to lift up and see things.
You want some sort of like, oh, you want it to be an actual interaction. Now, I thought maybe
do.
you were just turning a page.
I love that you lift up the top of the skillet and it's just full of screaming
It's
children.
like a pop-up situation.
I think that can really add to the horror. I remember like some books from my childhood that weren't horror stories, but like
I will say
what's underneath, can be jarring, can leave quite an impression on a child.
this is something
Okay.
I thought was the case, and I had to confirm because I'm not as good at civics as I wanted to be. While we're talking about a horror, while we're talking about class, Plessy v. Ferguson is specifically the Supreme Court
that's
case
the
that upheld
separate-
segregation. Yes,
that
that
the
is separate but equal.
one? Yeah, I thought so.
We
Oh,
should
yeah.
definitely teach children about civics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In our children's book that is a horror book taking place in a school.
Yeah.
Because with a character named Plessy.
Okay.
Like, if
Now,
we
I'm-
don't do that, we are just misleading the children.
I'm very interested in knowing where Nick got the name Plessy from. I don't know
Nick,
if it was...
chime in if this was a deliberate move.
I'm guessing it was not. But
I'm guessing it just came from Nick's chaos brain.
yeah, that's what I think also. But who knows?
Yeah,
Who
but
knows?
we're in a school, we're scared, we've been talking about
Yeah.
class, we've got a character named Plessy.
Now, do you think there should be something like the scent is wafting out from the kitchens? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
What's
And if
being
you
cooked?
wander in, if you want, so that this is how we do it: is hungry kids go to the kitchen because they're hungry, and then we cook them.
so the person who's doing the cooking is sort of like, do you want to smell this or whatever? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's-
Don't
Like
smell it.
deliberately wafting it out. Yeah.
Hey, smell this.
Great, we wrote it.
Nick says he's forgotten it was even a real name. No, of course, we're not going to write a story about desegregating a rhino school. We're not absolute fools.
We're truly out of our
No,
depth with
we're
that
not
one.
going to do that in any way, shape, or form.
we
but
just,
I
we
do
just wanted
think-
to acknowledge the name.
Yes.
I think we should acknowledge the name, and I don't think it's wrong for it to inform the story.
Also, I meant to say this at the beginning of
Okay,
the
if
episode.
it is, then I'm sorry, and
I meant to say this at the beginning of the episode, and I'm bad that I didn't remember, but rest in peace, Toni Morrison.
Absolutely.
Sure, bad news today.
Yes. And we're talking about writing. Which is, truly, we're bad. But yes. So let's get back to writing something that feels
Yeah, Alex and Nick,
appropriate
y'all
for
can
us.
write the desegregation one, I
Yeah,
guess.
that can happen elsewhere. We all see that.
Yeah, go ahead. That's yours.
Yeah.
We won't sue.
Please, take it.
Okay, so
Take my Plessy.
2 notes.
She's yours.
2 notes. What are we writing? Also, how much did we really
Don't say
believe?
take my Plessy.
How much did we really expect to actually write a story? Does anyone have any paper?
We got the big notepad thing. Here, we can go back to that.
Let's start story. Okay, we need a plot. We've thrown out a lot of plots
Yeah.
for a variety of reasons. All good.
So, rhino children.
Okay.
We agree on rhino children. Yes?
Yeah, we agree.
Rhino
children.
Montessori school.
Rhino Montessori school.
Is a rhino the chef?
Yes.
Are we cooking human children or rhino children?
Rhino children.
Okay, so we're presumably in a world where it's rhinos.
Nick agrees about rhino children.
Thank
so
you,
that's
Nick.
good.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
So it's rhinos teaching rhinos, eating rhinos.
The only resource is rhino.
No, we also have a skillet.
Yeah, we have a sentient skillet.
Have we agreed that the skillet is sentient? The skillet has a
You
name.
seem to be, yeah, I mean, it does have a name. Now, maybe it's not sentient and they're just like, hand me Plessy. Or whatever.
Rough and tumble.
Like they got the name.
Lunch lady rhino.
See, the thing is, if someone's handing someone Plessy is 100% being used for capital punishment. That
Oh.
is not how we do it in Montessori schools.
I like the idea of Plessy being conscious but unable to move, because I think that adds to the horror of the story.
Yeah, I
So
like
it's like
that. I like
Plessy
that.
has to figure out how to save the rhino children with no mobility.
Yes. Okay, oh my god, you and Nick are same paging it right now.
Okay.
Same pitch from Nick says,
Yes.
I want to pitch the skillet as sentient but cannot communicate with the rhino.
I think the
So-
skillet's in a real, I must scream but I have no mouth situation.
Yeah. It's exactly that.
I'm a scream, but I'm only mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. The human cast iron skillet.
Why would the cast iron skillet be human? It's a cast iron skillet.
It's horror, Jerry. It's horror. You can just say anything.
Okay. Okay.
So,
I'm glad we didn't pick centipedes, because if we did centipedes, I was going to try to read this to my niece.
Yeah, not a
she
great
would be
idea.
scared.
She would have been scared.
So, since waft from the
Kitchen where
Plessy.
Lessie
Is.
he's sentient.
But.
I don't. And here's another thing. I don't know that we need to explain that the rhinos and the cast iron skillet can't talk, because I can't talk to a rhino. So why would a skillet be able to?
Well, because
Yeah.
yeah.
It is more horror for the rhino chef to ignore Plessy or to not even acknowledge any autonomy. I think it's more horror to not acknowledge any autonomy.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if the rhino chef hears Plessy and just doesn't respond, that's just one cruel jerk of a chef. But if Plessy is there doing their best to communicate and just being unable to be heard, I think that's a much more existential moment.
Love that.
And is it rhinos being cooked? Is that what we've said then?
Yeah, they're being lured in. And Plessy is overwhelmed by the cruelty. Because it's not, it's one of those things. So the overall story, am I being stupid?
No.
The story, it's like the horror comes not just from the vile crimes we're witnessing, but from being forced into the position of someone who can't do anything about it.
Oh my god, I love this. You guys, we're going to teach the kids so good. We're going to get into their little brains so good.
Scary stories to tell in the dark.
Yes, it's very that. It's very the girl with the ribbon, her little
I
head
have
falls off.
goosebumps.
The little rhino head falls off. It smells like shit. Or it smells good.
Real rhinos.
So is this a good?
All right, Montessori school for and by rhinos. Scents waft from the lunchroom kitchen where Plessy, a sentient cast iron skillet, is used against their will to cook the unlucky children, rhinos, who wander in. It's cute. Oh yeah.
Well,
the
I
co-
realized we didn't really
yeah.
we didn't really have the cute element put in there.
I think it's like the actual setting of the school is like so cute and cheery, and that's why something feels wrong to Plessy.
Yeah.
Like it's very like it's sort of like sort of like, everything looks okay from the outside. It's too cute. But you actually take a peek underneath, layers, and it's actually horrifying.
And the art style is very like a cute, like sort
Grotesque,
of
but
it's like
cute.
a very cute, like it's just like a purely like cute thing, and then you're like, oh.
And also, if we're gonna do interactive, you lift up underneath, and everything is
icky under
grimy
there.
and disgusting.
Yeah, and okay, so I'm
We're doing
seeing
a
the
Bavar
Sanchez
style rhino.
The Sanchez brothers here are sort of expressing art style is movement is very funny. Sorry, very distracting comment there. Not your fault, mine.
What is movement?
It is the little this. It looks. We'll look at it later. Sort of expressing that they want Plessy to be able to like try to communicate, and maybe that is where the sort of the hidden panel sort of comes in.
You lift it up, and it's screaming.
It's like Plessy screaming.
You lift it up, and it's just Plessy being like,
No! This book is so fucked. This is a cursed book, but I love it.
Did you look up Moomin?
Yes, and I recognize now. You'll recognize too.
Okay, yes, that's almost exactly what I was.
Yeah.
Yes. Art style is Moomin. Can you write that in the corner?
Sure, I can absolutely.
Can you do art style is Moomin, under flaps, Plessy screams?
Yeah.
Those are the 2 notes I want.
Yeah, I've definitely seen like reaction pictures of these little.
Yeah.
These look like hippos though.
Yeah, but we'll make a rhino version.
Is this a hippo though? Oh, they're just fairy tale. Yeah, they resemble hippos.
We'll do Moomin rhinos.
I just wanted to make sure that I know how to tell between animals.
Under flap, Plessy screams.
Okay.
Under flap.
That's great.
Or pop up Plessy screams. So however you prefer to phrase it.
You know what? I don't even have it so that the audience can see it at the moment. So it's not.
I did think the audience could see this the whole time.
Well, we've been able to see it. They've been able to see it for most of the time. Okay, let me see. Okay. I don't know if I covered that up accidentally.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
I think we've written a beautiful book. I think we've got some great stories.
Well, I don't know if beautiful is the right word. It's horrific
I think
in many
we've written a thought-provoking children's tale.
And I do think
there's a market.
That's not what I was going to say at all. I think that we will, with this book, teach kids to be terrified of following their nose. I do think
we've hit the moral.
I think in terms of the moral, we're in a safe space here.
That's true.
In that way.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Nick in the comments saying, are there other sentient kitchen tools that Plessy can interact with that are perhaps complicit in the horrors of cooking the rhinos? I love that.
That's
I do love that.
That's great.
I love that.
Because there are some kitchen items that I think are just sort of like
rude,
inherently rude or snooty.
Okay, give us an example.
I think that like, I don't know. I think that, a saucer is condescending.
Okay.
What about one of those big mashers?
Oh.
Gentle.
Yeah,
they're gentle.
It's not their fault.
They hate what they are.
It's a real Ferdinand situation.
They feel so guilty.
So
much like Plessy. So that's kind of a similar.
Yeah.
And so
they're friends.
They're lovers.
But they can't be because the mallet can hurt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why would a whisk interact with the cast iron? That's true. There's like a lot of questions here. Also, Moomin Rhino is very funny.
Yeah, no, I think we've got a good start. And y'all are making fun of it, but I do think that there is a market of parents who will buy a Moomin Rhino style existential horror book for their children.
I mean, I think what we've learned is that there's a market for almost any children's book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's true.
As long as it's got art and is put out by a big publisher, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Sell it at a bookstore, like, for a lot of money in
And
Brooklyn.
I'll say, if you're watching small independent bookstores, yes, we will do signings.
Yeah,
we will.
Absolutely.
We'll be there with ribbons.
In our
Tied
hair.
around
Ribbons
our
on,
neck,
yeah.
so our heads don't fall off.
Okay.
Horror.
I think this could be a great children's book.
I think it could,
it's
and
seeming great.
I think that maybe a potential episode when we have the full gang back together could
Is
be
actually
sitting
drawing
down
it out
and writing it out and maybe drawing a little
Sort of
bit.
doing the
Yeah.
writing. Okay, yeah. I mean, based on how challenging we found the writing on the screen, I do think the art might be a little beyond our current
Well, maybe we wouldn't
capabilities.
do it here, but we could do it somewhere else
Yeah, well, you're right.
on a paper.
If I set things up a little bit differently, we might be able to. I'll
It's
say
possible.
that while I do enjoy doing some drawing sometimes, I take a phenomenally long amount of time to complete any drawing. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you know.
Learn Moomin is the specific request from the
Yeah,
chat.
I'll learn Moomin.
learn how to write Moomin, and then
Now, do you think that how much we've talked about how the art style is going to be based on Moomin is going to come back to bite us when we're in court and Moomin is saying that we stole their art style?
no, because it's
I don't
Rhino
think
Moomin.
so.
That's different.
Okay, you think it's
Because
different?
I
than that.
also
Completely
said
different species.
and we're gonna pull from Babar too,
Okay.
because I feel like Babar has the right. I feel like Babar Moomin is sort of the middle ground for us.
That is.
Should we right now
we
work on
want
a
a
title?
large gray animal.
Yeah, what's the title?
cute.
What's the title?
Because I think that's really what we need to figure out before we can end the before we end the stream. I think we have to figure out a title here.
Yeah, I will say Alex is right. We do it as fan art first, and then we sell it to publishers, and then they get it through a 50 Shades of Grey style.
Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah.
But no, we need a title. We need a title. Don't smell it.
What's that smell?
Oh, Rhino.
Oh, because rhinos have noses.
Rhinos.
Rhinoplasty.
Rhinos.
Okay. Yeah, you're great. That's great.
Follow your rhino.
But we want them to not do
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
Don't follow your rhino.
Don't trust yourself.
Noses
Ignore
are bad.
your senses.
Get a nose job.
The rhino's nose. What's that smell? Nick says, "What's that smell?" Is good.
I
Thank you.
have rhino, yet I must scream.
We're so close. I feel like we're so close. The rhino's nose is not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's quite there though.
The
Because
rhinos.
do we need to, like, it feels like if they're like, oh, the rhino's nose, and then they're like, this is a lot about a skillet. Like,
Well, the skillet is going to be in the
skillet
middle.
top for a rhino book?
An impressive amount of information about rhinos. No, kill me. Soylent Green is rhino. Ooh, I love that the name is just the title is just the name of the school.
or
What
like
is the-
something, something, or like from the kitchen of, and then in the name of the school.
What if we
Yeah,
do?
yeah, yeah. I love something like that.
What if we do a
From the
modest
kitchen of
rhinosal?
P.S.
Modest rhinosal is very good.
What?
A modest rhinosal.
A modest rhinosal is very good. We've got a couple more here. Plus EV pachyderm. We can't do that. Wrinkly stories from Rhino School. That is, yeah. That. Maybe we should name the school. Should we name the school?
Y'all were talking about it, and I interrupted with my brilliant idea.
The school is.
What was your school called?
I don't want to be that specific.
Okay.
Although it has, of course, closed. Unsurprisingly, it's now just someone's house.
I have to imagine buying the house after that was like, well, this was where the first graders were. It feels like, like in a horror movie.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
someone
well-
died here.
Yeah, but children.
Yeah,
Children
I mean,
learned here.
nice house, I'll say. Probably nice house. Like, they probably pulled up the wood floor that had, like, the circles painted on it. But outside of that, like, pretty big rooms. Like, it's like a...
You probably just sand the floor.
Maybe, but it's sort of a weird setup, I would say. It was kind of a weird setup, like, in terms of that. But, like, a coat room.
Where was it? Whatever, we can talk about
Later.
geography of our
Okay,
hometown later.
from the kitchen of Hornby School for Gifted Rhinos. I don't hate.
I actually do love that.
Yeah, I actually kind of think that's great. From the kitchen of Hornby School for Gifted Rhinos. And I love that it's the smart rhinos that are getting cooked here.
Yeah, me too.
Bye, Smarties.
Maybe just Hornby
Hornby
School
School for
for
Gifted-
Rhinos? Should they be gifted?
What if it's just Hornby's...
For grifted
Does
rhinos.
it have to be from the kitchen of? Can it just be Hornby School for Gifted Rhinos? Or do we want to emphasize that it's kitschy?
Need that big brain fact. I like that we want to include some of the sort of the cannibalistic elements. What about long
What
rhino?
about recipe? What about recipes from Hornby School for Gifted Rhinos?
Ooh, I like that quite a bit.
Or recipe for a rhino.
I like the first idea better.
I like recipe for a rhino. It's got like sort of a kid's book cadence.
It sounds like a Hitchcock movie that never got made.
Have you seen our premise?
Well, you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong with that. Ooh, for wayward rhinos?
Recipe for wayward rhinos? I like the word recipe now.
I do
Recipe
too.
and rhino have a good...
Recipes from Hornby School for Rhinos?
No, you need a bloop in there. Wayward rhinos.
For curious rhinos.
Recipes from the Hornby School for Rhinos. I want for curious rhinos. Ooh. Mrs. Piggle Rhino.
Because it sort of plays with the curiosity killed the rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recipes from the Hornby School for Curious Rhinos.
That's
Is that
great.
too much?
No, I like it.
It's fine.
And it's like, it either has to be like very short, sweet, and to the point, or like sort
so
of like
long.
a series of unfortunate events.
Second time he's come up today. Weird.
Recipes.
Recipes
from the
Hornby
School
for Curious Rhinos?
I think it should be Hornby's School, not the Hornby School, right?
Hornby's.
Yeah, Principal
Okay.
Hornby.
Okay, write it up there. Write it up there.
Okay.
Shrink us down, write it up there.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Let's go over there. Just look at this one
We
more
love
time.
it. We're all on board.
Let me eat your plussy.
Don't say that.
You can't stop me.
Okay.
I need to wash my plussy.
Jesus.
I need to season my plussy. Time to season plussy.
Jesus.
All right, what did we say?
Recipes from Hornby's
okay, I'm doing
IPE
apostrophe
S.
No.
From
Hornby's. Don't wash your plussy with soap. Just
That one
rinse it
does
off.
get poshed. Okay. School for Curious Rhinos.
I love curious because Montessori is also like
Yeah,
sort of like
you wanna
curious.
oil your plussy, really. You wanna use
get
like an
it
olive
nice
oil.
and- yeah.
I am talking about a cast iron skillet.
Oh, me too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do like a salting? Do you salt plussy?
You do salt, you do oil, you do. I don't know. I've never seasoned a plussy.
I think this is great.
I love the title.
I'm so happy. I think we did a great job, and it's just a matter of like knocking out the storyboarding, getting the art done, and we're almost done.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is fantastic. And there's a little bit of a cooking lesson going on in the chat
Yeah,
now, which is also nice.
Honestly, that sounds delicious. Alex, when you're done with the Brussels sprouts in your plussy,
Bring 'em on
send
over.
some over. Yeah.
And we'll eat right out of the plastic.
Honestly, a beautiful serving
Hot and
dish.
ready.
Way better than any sort of chafing dish if you want to serve up a meal.
Sure.
Aesthetically.
Well, I think that's going to be our episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so excited.
I'm
And
pleased.
I think the offers are going to be rolling in. Email fun@secrethandshake.live is the email address. I almost
Yeah,
forgot.
I'm afraid to look at my phone because I'm like,
You are
can I
already
deal with
blowing
this
up.
much?
So
You know,
so ready for the fame.
Wait.
it's like I need to fire my assistant, but
We-
anyways.
Oh my God.
We've got a $500,000 book deal offer.
Harper.
Yeah, I looked up how much Caroline Calloway's book deal offer was just now on my phone to come up with that number. Yeah, that's what I did. Jerry was gonna call me out,
That
so
is
I said it.
That is also, no spoilers, a number from Jane the Virgin.
Oh, interesting. Okay, very
Everything,
interesting.
I feels like it's a very, like, everything's coming together for when we get our $500,000 book.
I
Well,
can't
it already
wait.
happened. I've got the email right here. We're gonna have to look
can't-
things over, but we're all very rich now.
I'm so excited to be rich.
And I'm seeing here
love
we
to
got
be rich.
points
And
on
to
the
kill
back
myself.
end. I don't know if that's a thing in books or what it means, but I'm seeing that we got points on the back end.
Hey.
So with a rhino, that's going to be a big back end. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Secret Handshake.
Woo! Thank you so much. We appreciate you coming through. We're all published authors now.
Hey,
Um,
what's that sound? It's Secret Handshake coming around.
Okay,
We're gonna
great.
hang out and
Enjoy,
play the
everybody. We'll
game.
see you next
Everybody
time.
feels the same. Secret.
Do all the
Secret.
do all the things.
Handshake.
At Live Handshake is the Twitter. At Secret Handshake Live is the Instagram.
We are coming to town. I don't know. I was like, what's Jerry?
What is Jerry going to say? And we're all going to town. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Love you.